So House Republicans have formed this new January 6th committee. And Hakeem Jeffries has come out. This is over at CNN Politics. And he's warning Republicans that they're going to regret forming this January 6th committee. But he has agreed to have 3 Democrats on this committee. Now, if the GOP, if these Republicans had any guts at all, they would shut out these Democrats completely and just do it on their own. One up them. Oh, this is going to be fun. This is going to be so much fun. Now, I didn't vote for Trump. But I've been looking at some of this old footage from January 6th. And you cannot tell me that these people in D.C., in the town, mind you, and I've talked about this way back, when this was still a relevant item in the news, but I talked about this way back, asking this question, why wasn't there enough security on January 6th to handle the crowd? This is a town that sees demonstrations and protests all the time. And conveniently on January 6th, they didn't have enough security to handle the crowd. Even though Trump, listen up YouTube, this is documented, even though Trump had asked for additional troops, and who turned him down? Nancy Pelosi. Hey, I'm an independent voter saying this. So this is a story by, now wait till you hear who they have on the panel here. The worst of the worst. This is by Sarah Ferris. This is updated September 8th. House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries has appointed 3 Democrat members to sit on the GOP's new panel investigating the January 6th riot at the U.S. Capitol, casting the move as an effort to avoid allowing the committee to, quote-unquote, whitewash the violence from that day. As though you Democrats didn't whitewash what happened in 2020. Oh, they were mostly peaceful riots, peaceful protests. How the hell can you have a peaceful riot? So, Hakeem Jeffries, in his infinite wisdom, has chosen Representative Eric Swalwell of California. Didn't he get in trouble with some, Chinese prostitute? But wait till you hear what Hakeem Jeffries has to say about Swalwell. So Swalwell is going to serve as the top Democrat on the subcommittee, alongside Jasmine Crockett of Texas and Jarrett Moskowitz of Florida. The Three Stooges. Now, Jeffries called Swalwell the, quote, proud son of a cop, highly accomplished former prosecutor and skilled legislator. I can tell you right now, 99.9% of these people in Congress are dopes. They have no business being there. They have no business being there. Don't elect these people. Seriously, why are you electing these people to office? This is the worst of the worst. And I can guarantee you, their skill set isn't matching what they're getting paid. Well below what they're getting paid. That's their skill set for you. And Hakeem Jeffries says that Swalwell is going to push back against the GOP's efforts to rewrite history, because January 6th was worse than the Civil War. Worse than the Civil War. Quote, Republicans will regret that they've decided to go down this road, Jeffries said at a press conference, again putting his foot in his mouth, announcing his pick scorching Trump's moves earlier this year to pardon convicted felons who beat police officers at the riot at the Capitol, as though you didn't have protesters in 2020 who beat cops in Minneapolis. So let me get this straight. And again, I'm an independent voter, just an outside observer here. So it's okay for Democrats, for these protesters who are Democrats, BLM, you name it, to go burn down a city and beat up on cops and do whatever the hell they did. But it's not okay for people to just go to the Capitol January 6th and support Trump. Now, I'm not saying that you didn't have people who got out of hand. You did. But again, where was security to handle the crowd? In a town that sees protests and demonstrations all the time. You people in Washington, D.C., you're full of crap. Republicans and Democrats, you're full of crap. Everybody knows it. I know it. My audience knows it. It's about time we admit it. You people are full of crap. You couldn't manage your way out of a wet paper bag. Quote, Donald Trump and House Republicans are now determined to whitewash that day. That's the new phrase here. The new word, new term, whitewash. Should you really be using that term? Because wouldn't that imply white supremacy? Whitewash that day and will always live. It's a day that Hakeem Jeffries believes is going to live in infamy. A day that will live in infamy. You just had some hoodlums that got out of hand. Okay? It was election time. We're in the middle of COVID. People weren't happy about the election or the election results. But again, where was security? Now, the funniest thing to me, because I went back, as I said, looked at some of these clips, is some of the audio. To me, it just sounded so over the top. We have capital injuries. We have capital injuries. What the hell is a capital injury? But we have capital injuries. And House Democrats will not let it happen. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever, because January 6th was worse than the Civil War. Now, Jasmine Crockett chimed in, quote, the only reason we're talking about January 6th is because the Republicans are the ones bringing this on, not us. So it goes on to say the Democrats have fiercely opposed Speaker Mike Johnson's creation of this new subcommittee. And they're going to focus on the breach of security at the Capitol, these Republicans. Where were you guys 5 years ago? I don't understand this. And a lot of people are coming out and saying this. You should see the comments over at the Washington Post, which has a related article. For the sake of time, I'm not going to share that with you. Going to make this a quick video tonight. Well, I was trying to get into that article, but they want you to subscribe. Who wants to subscribe to the Washington Post, really? That rag? But they had a headline over there about this subcommittee. Now, this is a story that got somewhat buried this past week. So this got put in this House proposal, I think it is. And they have a picture of all you MAGA supporters, you insurrectionists. But you should see the comments over at the Washington Post. They talk about Barry Loudermilk, who spoke with the president, pushing this committee. I'll tell you what's going on here. Trump is getting back at these Democrats for investigating him, for creating this January 6th committee. That's what he's doing. And this should be televised. We should see everything they've got to show on the Republican side. Release it all, baby. Remember that? Release it all. Who said that? Somebody in this committee said that we should just release all the tapes. Well, let's release it. I mean, our tax dollars pay for the Capitol, right? I mean, so let's just release this damn thing and get it done and over with. But no, we can't do that because it's politics, you see. So tell me what you think in the comments section below. See if there's anything else in this article I should share with you. Anything that's relevant. Oh, 800 pages. This thing is 800 pages. Now, you mean to tell me that you can't do this in 10, maybe 12 pages tops for your investigation? 800 pages, really? And I can guarantee you, if I went through this, I could say, okay, this is crap, that's crap, this is crap, that's crap, whatever it is, take it out. That didn't happen, this happened. In other words, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure out what happened January 6th. It all goes back to lack of security, and you people in D.C. should have been prepared. End of story. Want to debate me on that, Hakeem Jeffries? Because I'll gladly debate you here on YouTube. So again, tell me what you think in the comment section below. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, you know what to do. You can follow me at Instagram, #JasonComposes, because I write music in my spare time. And if you're new to the channel, you're not going to find any fancy graphics here or me going on camera and going, look at me, look at how good looking I am, look at how shredded I am, look at how much money I have. We don't do that here. So we talk about the news of the day, try to preserve great art, music, history, and culture. You might get a tinge of politics. But let's face it, we don't live in a vacuum. So thank you for being with me, letting me stumble through this, and don't forget to follow me at X, Culture Confederacy, at Culture Confed 1 on X, and you can find me at Substack. In fact, I might just think about writing an article tonight about this, just to tease the audience. So I'll catch you next time. Keep up with the culture. This is the Culture Confederacy saying God bless, and y'all have a great Tuesday night. Take care.